Okay, today's our final lesson on polynomials, and we're going to be doing all of the adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing all together in a single question. So let's have a look at our first one here. We need to simplify these. We kind of have to do bedmass. So bedmass wise, we can't do anything inside the brackets because those aren't like terms. So we're going to look to multiply and divide next, and we've got this multiplication. So let's go 2 times x equals the line above. We'll write an equal sign there. 2x, and then 2 times 3 plus 6 plus 5x. And now we can see that the 2x and the positive 5x are like terms. So we're going to end up with 7x plus 6. Oh, I should mention, when you guys are using these videos, same as in class, it's really good if you try them first. So if you want to pause and try the question and then watch how I do it, you're going to learn a lot more. Like we always talk about, making mistakes is how we learn, and if you just watch me do it, then you won't learn as much. Okay, next one. Again, inside these brackets, there's nothing we can do. So we'll look to multiply and divide, and we might as well do our division here and our multiplication here at the same time. So I've got 4x divided by 2 is 2x. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Here I've got 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times negative 5 is minus 15. And again, we'll find our like terms. 2x and positive 3x are the same. 4 and negative 15 are the same. And you guys remember, we always want to start with the highest degree, the most number of variables multiplied together. So that's going to give us 5x minus 11. Okay, next one, C. Again, nothing to do inside the brackets because there's not like terms. So let's go straight to our multiplying and dividing. Here I've got 10x squared divided by 5x. 10 divided by 5 is 2. X squared divided by x is x. And then minus 5x divided by 5x is just going to be 1. Okay, and now we need to be careful here because we've got minus 3x. We need to multiply a negative 3x into both of these. So negative 3x times 5 is going to be minus 15x. And negative 3x times negative x is going to be plus 3x squared. Okay, and now we need to collect like terms. The only like terms we've got are 2x and negative 15x. And now to make sure we write this in the correct order, we're going to start with the highest degree, which is the degree of 2 with the x squared. So we'll start with 3x squared. 2x and negative 15x added together is negative 13x, and then minus 1. All right, just have 2 more examples. Next one is D. Just get that page in the right spot. There we go. Okay, and again, there's nothing we can do here inside the brackets. So we should start with our multiplying and dividing. There's one thing we need to be really careful about here. We're subtracting this entire thing here. So the way we show that we're subtracting the entire thing is I'm going to throw brackets on it, and that'll remind us that we're subtracting that whole thing. Okay, so let's go back to our multiplying and dividing here. So 7x times 2 is going to be 14x. 7x times negative x is going to be minus 7x squared. And now we're going to subtract whatever our answer is we get in the brackets here. So x squared divided by x is x. 3x divided by x is 3. Oops, I guess I should have used a red bracket there. Whatever. Okay. And now you remember, anytime we're subtracting a polynomial like this, we need to remember that we're subtracting both of these things. So I'm going to rewrite this as 14x minus 7x squared, subtracting an x and subtracting a 3. Okay, and now we can do our like terms. We've got 14x and negative x are our only like terms, starting with the highest degree. Negative 7x squared. Oops, plus 13x. No, I missed it and it looks like a b. Oh well. You guys know that's a 13x. And then minus 3. Okay, last question. And again, we need to notice that we're subtracting this whole fraction over here. So I'm going to throw brackets on that to remind me that whatever I get out of there, I'm subtracting whatever that answer is. Okay, and now we've got multiplying and dividing. Anytime you have a big fraction like this, you always need to simplify the top and the bottom first before you start looking at doing the division. So on this one, we're going to start by multiplying here. So we're going to have negative 6x squared. Now we've got negative 3x times negative x squared. Well, we know the negative 3 times the negative 1 is going to be plus 3. But now we need to think about what is x times x squared going to be. Okay, let's have a look at if we had, say, 5 times 5 squared. You guys remember that's 5 times 5 times 5, which we can just rewrite as 5 to the power of 3. Well, we can do the same thing with x's. We can go x times x squared equals x times x times x equals x to the power of 3. Okay, so that's going to be 3x cubed there, x to the power of 3. And then last one, negative 3x times 5 is going to be minus 15x. And then we also need to remember this is all still over x. Okay, and then minus, and we need to remember that we've got the brackets here. 5x times 2 is going to be 10x. And then minus 5 times 4 is 20. And we remember that x times x squared is x to the power of 3. And that's all still over 2x. Okay, next line. We're going to do our divisions. So negative 6x squared divided by x is going to be negative 6x. Now we've got, 3, so it's going to be 3 something. And we've got x cubed divided by x. So let's go back up to the top here and just look at x cubed divided by x. And before that, let's think about 5 cubed divided by 5. So remember that's 5 times 5 times 5 over 5. 5 over 5 is the same as 1 over 1. So this is actually just 5 times 5, or 5 squared. And you guys, of course, remember you could have gone 3 minus 1 there. You can subtract the exponents when you're dividing powers. Okay, and the same thing is going to happen with x's. If we've got x cubed divided by x, we're going to have x times x times x, all divided by x. And because we're in grade 9, we're going to assume that x can't be 0, which is going to mean that x over x is the same as 1 over 1. X times x is x squared. So x cubed divided by x works exactly the same as 5 cubed divided by 5. We end up with 5 squared, or x squared. Okay, so let's go back down to our question here. So that is going to be x cubed divided by x is x squared. And then minus 15. Okay, let's do our division here, remembering that we're going to be subtracting whatever we get as an answer. 10x divided by 2x is 5. 20x cubed divided by 2x. So 20 divided by, or negative 20 divided by 2 is going to be negative 10. And then we know that x cubed divided by x is x squared. Okay, we're getting close. Now we just need to remember that we're subtracting everything in these brackets. So we've got negative 6x plus 3x squared minus 15. We're taking away a 5, so minus 5. And we're taking away a negative 10x squared, which is the same as adding 10x squared. All right, so close. Like terms, we've got some x squareds that are the same. And we've got some numbers or constants that are the same. Starting at the highest degree, we'll have 13x squared minus 6x minus 20. Okay, remember you can always rewind this, watch it again if it went too fast, pause it. And your assignment is on page 11 of the Polynomials booklet. And it tells you exactly which questions to do in brackets and everything else like that.